The Sands of Destiny. The remarkable journey of the United Arab Emirates. In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, where endless dunes stretched to meet the azure waters of the Persian Gulf, a remarkable story began to unfold, a story of a land once defined by the shifting sands, but destined for greatness. This is the tale of the United Arab Emirates, a nation that emerged from the desolation to become a symbol of modern prosperity. Centuries ago, long before the discovery of oil, the Emirates were nothing more than a collection of small, independent tribes, each eking out a humble existence in the harsh desert. The people were traders and fishermen, relying on the bounties of the sea and the camel's resilience to navigate the desert with its scorching days and frigid nights, had sculpted their resilience and self-sufficiency. The dunes, some of them reaching towering heights, shifted ceaselessly like waves in a sea of sand. In this arid wilderness, where the sun's glare was unrelenting, and water was a treasure beyond measure, the early inhabitants learned to adapt and thrive. The people who called this land home were a resilient lot. They were the descendants of nomads and explorers who had ventured into this harsh environment centuries ago. These tribes, such as the Bani Yas, Al-Falah, and Al-Qawasim had learned to extract a living from what nature has given to them. They were skilled hunters and expert falconers, relying on their keen understanding of the desert's rhythms to survive. Yet, the desert was not their only source of sustenance. Along the coast, where the Emirates met the Persian Gulf's azure waters, another way of life thrived. Fishing communities had long depended on the bounties of the sea, casting their nets into the rich, teeming waters to sustain their families. Commerce was also deeply ingrained in their culture. Trade routes crisscrossed the desert, connecting the tribes to far-flung lands. Camel caravans carried spices, silks, and precious goods along these ancient paths, forging links between the Arabian Peninsula, India, Persia, and beyond. The people of these early emirates shared a common thread of Bedouin heritage and Islamic faith. They lived in close-knit communities where traditions were passed down through generations, and the bonds of family and tribe were unbreakable. They told stories under the starlit desert sky, sang songs that echoed across the dunes, and celebrated their cultural heritage through poetry and dance. In these early stages, the seeds of the United Arab Emirates' identity were sown. The mid-20th century brought a new challenge, struggle and conflict. The once peaceful coexistence of the tribes was disrupted by regional tensions and territorial disputes. It was a time of uncertainty with outside powers vying for influence in the region. The oil wealth brought promise but also peril. As foreign interests sought to exploit the resources of the region, territorial disputes and political rivalries flared. The Emirates, once isolated and self-sufficient, found themselves at the center of a geopolitical storm. It was during this precarious time that a visionary leader emerged from the sands of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. Sheikh Zayed understood the pressing need for unity in the face of external threats and internal divisions. He was a man of wisdom and foresight, whose deep love for his people and his land drove him to action. Sheikh Zayed embarked on a tireless mission to unite the tribes and forge a collective identity for the disparate Emirates. He believed that the strength of the UAE would lie in its ability to overcome tribal differences and work towards a common goal. In 1971, after years of perseverance, the leaders of 6 Emirates gathered in Dubai to sign a historic agreement, known as the Treaty of Accession. The agreement formalized the creation of the United Arab Emirates, with Abu Dhabi as the capital, and Dubai as its commercial hub. The Emirates of Sharjah, Al Quwain, Fujairah, and Ayman joined Abu Dhabi in Dubai in this historic union. This momentous occasion marked the end of internal strife and the beginning of a new era of cooperation and shared destiny. The Union Jack, symbolizing British withdrawal from the region, was lowered, and the UAE's flag, with its distinctive colors representing the individual emirates and their unity, was raised in its place. With visionary leadership and prudent investment, the UAE harnessed its oil wealth to diversify its economy. Dubai, in particular, embarked on a mission to become a global hub for trade, finance, and tourism. The world watched in awe as skyscrapers, man-made islands, and futuristic projects like the Burj Khalifa and Palm Jumeirah emerged from the once barren landscape. The journey continues, as the UAE looks ahead to an even brighter future while remaining connected to its rich heritage. United Arab Emirates, a story of determination.